comment and you know, echo the statement you're going to hear from Josh about how much he has appreciated the support of, you know, everyone on the campus and in the Omaha community these last few days. As you know, against Nebraska, you know, Josh blacked out before the game just briefly, and he had an atrial flutter in the upper portion of his heart, and that's what caused him to kind of just black out for a few seconds. Fortunately, we had some people around there that were able to take care of him right away. Our team doctors, our trainer Ben McNair, and the EMT people there that were able to get him to the hospital quickly and make sure he was okay. Next Tuesday, he's going to have a procedure. It's called a radio frequency ablation, where they'll go in and try to fix the problem and diagnose the problem. And then in about a month after that procedure, they'll go in again and see if what they did was successful. And then at that point, make a determination on whether Josh can return to the basketball court at that time, or whether more time is needed. So, you know, the important thing now is you know, Josh is going to be fine long term, and he doesn't need to make any decisions about basketball at this point in time. He's got enough other things to worry about. But as I told him in my office, it's important that he listens to his medical team and does what he's asked to do. And as I told Josh, there can't be any my bads like he has on the court once in a while when I tell him to do something. He's got to follow what they ask him to do to a T, just to make sure that he gets through this little bump in the road. And you know, and when the time comes, a month from now, whether it's 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 8 weeks, that they tell him that he could return to the basketball floor, at the end of the day, that's Josh's decision. And I think if any of us I don't think any of us can speak to what Josh has been through the last 5 or 6 years. And if at some point he decides he's done playing, then he'll have my support 100%. But as I've told Josh the last couple days, he doesn't need to make that decision now. There's a lot to be learned between now and that point with some of the procedures he's going to have done. But you know, we're happy that he's doing okay. He's got the support of his teammates and his coaching staff and everybody here at Creighton. So with that, I'll let Josh say a few words.
Well, first of all, you know, I decided to discuss with Coach that I wanted to have this press conference because no one really heard anything from me at all. You know, I mean, when it first happened at, you know, Nebraska, you know, I went to the hospital. I was in good hands by the doctors and support from my family, friends, and team. But I mean, I get several Twitter mentions and Facebook messages and just people, you know, on all types of levels, just concerned about me, and I felt like it was, you know, important to address them eventually. I mean, I feel like I've been, it's not that I've been quiet, like I've been hiding anything from anybody, but I didn't know everything that was necessarily wrong. We didn't have all the information, you know, so there was nothing that I could potentially tell anybody. I just always appreciated all the support from everyone who has been there for me, excuse me. But so basically, you know, I'm here today just to address, you know, the Creighton Blue Jay Nation. You know, the fan base has been huge from Blue Jay Nation, and it extends all throughout Omaha, specifically North Omaha, which I'm a product of, and the state of Nebraska. You know, I just, first of all, I want to just say thank you to everyone who has supported me within this last couple of days in the process. I mean, it's felt like months, and it's only been a couple of days, and it's because you know, it's because, you know, the fact that, I mean, beyond basketball, that, you know, hurts me that I have to put on the back burner right now. It's my life. That's at hand. You know, the feeling down when I collapsed at Nebraska is something that I don't want to, I don't ever want to go through again. So, I mean, it hurts. I'm a pretty strong person, and I tend to smile a lot, and I'm going to continue to smile, because of the support and the team that's going to do the procedure. But, I feel like I have been bottled up because, it just hurts that, just basketball is only a little hobby within life, which is so much bigger, and it all can be potentially taken away from me because of something that I love to do. So, my family, I got my family and my teammates, I'm looking over to on my right, and the support from everybody here, I appreciate it. I'm holding back, tears now, and I just want to let everybody know in Nebraska that I'm strong, and basketball has only been a blessing to allow you guys to see the person that I am. As I talked to Coach Mack about, we discussed over the last couple of days about the feeling and about my future and about my person, how the people have been supportive to me. And he just simply said to me that, the person that I am, basketball has been that blessing to allow me to show my character to everyone else. So, for everyone who loves me and supports me up to this point and what I've been through in the last 9 years, including my redshirt year here at Creighton, I just want to say thank you. And I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate it, and it just hurts me. It hurts me bad that this is happening to my life, but I feel like God allowed this to happen to me because I was strong enough to do it.
Take questions for Greg and Josh.
I just asked if you have medical questions. Dr. Ramos has been in contact with Josh's medical team, as has Ben McNair, our trainer, rather than Josh and I trying to answer some things that we don't know a lot about. If you could go to them with those, but otherwise we'd be happy to answer any questions you have.
Hey, Coach, has anything like this happened before? I'm not saying exactly like that, but where you felt something like that.
Not to my knowledge. In the 3 years that I've been with Josh, it's something that obviously when I took the job, that Josh and I discussed, just because I wanted to be up to speed on what had transpired when he was a senior in high school and what the risks were. It's really in some ways ironic. There's a gentleman, I don't know where he's from, Josh, from ESPN, that's been doing an article on Josh has been collecting information on his replacement valve that he has in his heart, and that Josh was one of the only people that he was aware of that was competing with this valve in his heart. So, there's a chance certainly that what happened was related to or a product of his surgery 5 or 6 years ago, but I'm not sure we know that for sure. But there hasn't been any signs ever in practice. I love to have Josh run some lines once in a while, and he's always gotten through that without any problem. So there hasn't been any warning signs, no.
Is it your understanding that basketball creates a risk that makes it more likely for it to happen with Josh? Is that
Yeah, then it is my understanding, and that's what Coach Mack and my family and teammates and the doctors have been, trying to cope with me with. I just want everybody to know, when I had open heart surgery in 2007, I was preparing for anything to happen where my heart may fail on me or anything to, stop my basketball career. Basketball, I knew I wouldn't play forever, but for it to happen to me at a young 23, and now me trying to deal with it, whatever they, have been supporting me on coping with that, it could potentially, make me have to stop, and honestly right now, like, I'm scared to compete at the high level, but I really can't speak on my future, obviously I have to step away from the game of basketball because of procedures for my life, but I can't speak on my future, rather I will, if I'm done playing or anything, because, I love it. I love the people here. I love my teammates. I love everything that makes me and motivates me to play basketball. So, I mean, I might feel different at that point in time when I'll go back for my reevaluation, if you want to say, from the surgical procedure.
Josh, what do you remember from the Nebraska game right before it happened?
Well, I remember, I can actually take you through the whole process. We were riding on the bus. We had a great meal down at the CenturyLink. When I was on the bus, I started to go kind of blind on my left eye, and that's and I wear contacts just as recently, so I figured it was because my contacts or whatever, but it was kind of dizziness after it. So I had got some rest before we got to the game, and I just wasn't feeling myself. So I tried to my whole time is, I'm about to go play at the Devaney Center. This is my last time playing there. Big stage, everyone's looking forward to seeing me. I won state there 3 times, and this, I'm very amped for this game, so everything that's happened to me, on that entire day, I just thought I was off adrenaline. But, I was kind of dizzy on the bus. I step out to the court. I don't do any type of high intense movements to work up a heart rate. I'm just there simmering in the moment, looking around. I kind of talk with my teammates and laugh. I remember that I was talking to Doug, and we was just talking about how big of a game this is, and the records don't matter. And I remember one of my teammates, Alex Olsen, was in front of me, when we were about to start layup lines. So I did one layup, and it was like a light layup because I was feeling weird. My heart was at like a snare drum roll, and I took a jump shot, and I asked Andre Yates and Alex Olsen to go in front of me because they were behind me in the line. And next thing I know, I hear, I can't remember the sports caster's name, but he said, "Jonesy, don't scare me like that," And I wake up on the ground, and I get up, and I'm just psyching myself out like, man, my adrenaline is really pumping. So I continue to actually, warm myself up. And, obviously that's making my heart rate go higher. And then Coach DeVries, he threw me a pass, and I threw it back at him, and it kind of bobbled off his arm. He blocked it. And I just decided to go to the locker room, and then that's when everyone discovered everything about me. So that's just the process of me, going through what I went through that day.
And in between, you were trading verbal jabs with the Nebraska students.
I was. I still got to. As hard as this is, I'm still me. That's what I want to let Omaha, Nebraska, all around. No, I'm still me. I was, jawing with the fans a bit, just having fun, being myself. And even after the game, when I was able to, communicate with my teammates. Before that, I was making jokes in the doctor's room with all of my coaching staff that was only able to come out because of the time of night it was. But I was trying to be positive about the situation because it's just the type of spirited person I am. My mom is standing over there, Desiree, and when I, along with my cousin Anthony Anderson and the rest of my family. That's the type of person I am, It doesn't matter what situation I'm in, I'm only human. I have emotions, but I'm always going to turn a positive out of a negative. So, I'm normal, I'm fine. I got to go through these procedures to make sure my life is first, and we'll figure out basketball later. So, I'm still going to graduate. I got 2 classes. that I have starting in January, you know, that's going to give me my public relations degree so I continue to talk to you guys forever. but I'm strong, and you know, the biggest thing, you know, in this process that I appreciate, and I love my teammates, and you know, I just want to let them know why they're here, and you know, here, listen to me talk, that I just want to let them know that I'm not on the court, you know, but I'm still a part of the team, and I'm still going to continue to support my team. You know, I'm planning on making the San Francisco trip. You know, I'm trying to hopefully hang out with the coaches a bit, you know. And, you know, and the thing that I appreciate about Coach Mack and Coach Lutz and Coach DeVries, Coach Gordy, Coach Lou, and all the rest of the staff is they don't treat you like they're a drill sergeant. They actually let you be who you are, and that's what brings the success of our team. Every personality is accepted on our team. Everyone knows how to treat others according to their personality on the team. And when it comes to me, everybody just accepts me, also who I am. You know, so that is what makes the success of our team. And I just want to let the guys know that I love all my teammates. You know, I love all my teammates, and I'm going to continue to wave a towel and get you some water. I'm not going to jump. I'm not trying to fall out again. But I'm going to be there. I'm here, and you know, I just want to, you know, kind of touch base up again on the people who had tweeted. I mean, I searched my name on Twitter in the search log, and it's just unreal with the love that that the people, you know, like just people in general, not even just Nebraska, but I have people reach out to me from, you know, kind of other places across the nation too, and just the love that I have gotten from everybody, and the young people that have emailed me and things like that, and just telling me how I inspire them and all, you know. I mean, I can't speak on my future, but I will say that with or without basketball, I'm the same exact Josh Jones, and I can still, you know, impact lives, you know, whether I'm on or off the court. So I just want to reiterate on my appreciation for Blue Jay Nation, the state of Nebraska, you know, the city of Omaha, specifically North Omaha, and just say thank you, because I'm all right.
Got time for 2 more questions.
If everything goes as planned, when is the best time to get back on the court? When you're hoping to get back on the court?
Well, Coach Mack can touch on that better than I can.
I think best case scenario, you know, we're looking at mid to late January, and then worst case scenario is he doesn't play. And there's obviously quite a few possibilities in between. But that's not a decision Josh needs to make now, nor should he make now. But we'll just, you know, our program will continue to support him in any way, any help he needs along the way.
Any last question?
Coach, how does this change the team moving forward?
Well, you know, I think Josh put it best in practice the other day. You know, it's he's been taken out of the equation, and nobody knows the reason for sure. But that creates an opportunity for someone else, and other guys have to step up, and I'm confident that they will. But you know, also as Josh said, he's still a very important part of our team, and my message to him the last 4 days is he can still have a huge impact on this team. But I know it's not easy for him to be at practice and have to watch when he can't play. But we need him there, and you know, I think in some ways, you know, he needs those guys as much as they need him.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.